So far this hot stove offseason, Red Sox and Blue Jays have been very active within the American League East. Trades, signings, we'll talk about all that in a bit. But that always leads Yankees fans to want to engage, right? And they say, Yankees, do something. To what level are the Yankees engaged?
Well, Bob, the Yankees are very engaged. And what you have to remember about the offseason is you don't win the offseason on December 1st or December 30th. You assemble your team and you get it ready for spring training, and that's what the Yankees are doing right now. They're kicking the tires on a lot of things. One of the things that fans could and should be excited about is two of the relievers that they're still very interested in are David Robertson and Andrew Miller. Now, there are other teams that are interested in these guys, too. And one thing about the Yankees with both of those pitchers is there's a hesitancy to go to 4 years for either one of those pitchers. But I think that if the Yankees could get the right deal at 3 years, they like both of those guys.
Jack is right. I think both pitchers are great. That would be a great tandem if you could get them both. But I happen to disagree. I think the Yankees are going to have to go to 4 years, especially on Robertson. Robertson, the market for him is wide open. I mean, there's talk about the Astros being interested. 4 years. Right now, if the Yankees to say that they're going to play hardball with him and talk about maybe 3 years, I don't know. I think they're just bluffing. Eventually, they'll have to go to 4.
As for starting pitching, you wrote about Max Scherzer, maybe connected to the Yankees at some point. We'll talk about that in a second. But that, you kind of took care of that on Twitter this past weekend, sort of shot down a report that they had made an offer.
They haven't made an offer yet, Bob, and that was the point that I was trying to get across and talking to some people in the baseball side for the Yankees. They have not made an offer to Scherzer. Now, Bob did write a great column about that, and that doesn't mean that in this offseason that the Yankees might not become engaged with Scherzer. But as of right now, no offer has been made. He's a Scott Boras client. Things are going to move very slow with Max Scherzer.
Absolutely right. The operative word here is no offer yet. Remember, we're dealing with Scott Boras, who loves to play the waiting game. He loves to make general managers squirm, as well as his clients and their families. You know, the wives are always saying, hey, where are we going? Spring training's around the corner. Where are the kids going to school next year? Scott Boras has nerves of steel when it comes to that. So I have a feeling that we're going to be talking about this very pitcher after New Year's, probably 3 weeks to go in spring training. And look, I don't think the Yankees are out of it. I think they're going to make a run at him, although just not yet. It's just way, way too early for that.
And at what price? Because John Heyman has reported that the Cubs have offered John Lester 6 years, $138 million. You have to think Scherzer would go for more than that.
Right. If Lester is 6 and 138, then of course we're talking about Scherzer being 7 and 175 maybe. We know he's already turned down 6, 144. And in talking to American League official today, they said, listen, you have to believe that 6, 144, Boras is trying to eclipse that. He can't tell his client, oh, you turned this down from the Tigers, and then now I got you 5 or I got you 6. But there are teams that would love to sign this guy at that lower number. One thing you have to look at with the Yankees, even though CeCe is coming back from surgery, even though Tanaka has the situation with his elbow, they've already got 2 guys that they're paying, so, mid-20s per year. Do they want to add Scherzer? Bob's right. At the end of the offseason, maybe there's a situation where they have to go there. Right now, there's a reticence to go there.
You know what? But why would there be? As Jack pointed out, there are so many question marks at the top of the Yankee rotation. You don't know about Tanaka. You don't know about Sabathia. You still haven't got Brendan McCarthy back. Nova's not coming back until May or June. Who's going to take the ball on opening day? Okay, Michael Pineda, he's got a checkered history with pine tar, his health. I mean, there's a million reasons to not trust him yet. Why not go after Scherzer? I had an American League general manager tell me the other day, if I'm the Yankees, if I'm Brian Cashman, spend the money. Spend every single penny you can and stop being embarrassed by it. You've got this firepower, this financial firepower. Use it. Put the best team you can on the field. And who cares what people say about you? Look, it's not my money. It's a Steinbrenner's money. But I'd say if Scherzer's out there, go get him.